Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in that slow, calm, resourceful breath of relaxation. And as you exhale, feel a sense of release, that any tension, stress, worries or frustrations just feels like it's leaving your body in that outward breath. That when you breathe in, you're feeling more and more relaxed. And as you exhale, notice that the deeper and longer you breathe out, the deeper relaxed you become, and the more quickly your mind takes you to a place in your imagination where you feel safe, comfortable, and relaxed. And allow yourself, as you breathe in and breathe out, to go to that place now. And in that place, notice how it's even easier to slow down your breathing, to feel more comfortable, and to just notice what you notice. The weight of your arms or legs, the speed of your breathing, the temperature in the room, and any other sounds around you. Just notice what you notice, and then shift your attention to an inner reality. I want you to think of almost any and all previous relationships like a carousel or a cartoon storyboard. Each and every relationship or interaction, date or meeting has given you additional experiences. You are wiser now than you've ever been before, and you will be wiser in the future than you are now. And what gives you that wisdom are experiences. And sometimes the most painful experience gives the most wisdom. I want you to think of a memory from long ago that was painful but isn't anymore, and realize that you learned something valuable from that moment. And what if this is like a scene in a movie or a short chapter in a book that doesn't feel great now, but leads to something magnificent in the future? As you find yourself in that safe, calm, relaxing place, I want you to imagine what it would feel like if you could see a doorway or a portal. And let's call it the portal of perspective. Imagine perhaps a swirling vortex inside the portal. And as you walk through the portal, imagine that you now have the ability to observe a recent relationship exclusively through a third-person perspective. Observe how you met, early interactions, not as yourself, but as who you are now, looking at that younger version of you having those interactions. Notice with this third person perspective, the emotional intensity reduces and your ability to glean wisdom from those memories is enhanced. Look at those early interactions, key moments where the status of the relationship changed, even early arguments or wonderful, intense memories. See them all as if you're peering in to that part of your life, like an invisible stranger just observing. And notice that the more you think of the relationship through this unique perspective, the more you're able to realize some things were great and some things weren't. There are things that you liked and things that you didn't. Some people imagine that great relationships are like overlapping circles. The wants and needs of the other person overlap to some extent with your own wants and needs. And as you think about that relationship, only you will be able to assess just how much your wants, needs, and desires overlapped with this individual, and how much of what they wanted you were also able to give. And with that in mind, you are now able to think of what happens next. So keep this third person perspective, but add an additional dimension where it's not just the past, but also the present and the future. Being an observer to who you are now and who you want to be, and the relationship in the future that will serve you the best. So breathe in and breathe out. Still there in the realm, through the portal of this unique perspective. And with that perspective, imagine observing yourself, feeling clear and confident in how you want to communicate the end of a relationship, where you're able to express your thoughts and feelings with ease and calmness. Observe that version of you giving an empowering meaning to this breakup in a way that allows you to close any open loops, unfinished business, and understanding that this ending is actually a new beginning for you. Observe as you see yourself with a deep sense of relief, as you realize that this breakup is giving you a fresh start, a new chapter filled with endless possibilities. And maybe that relationship has given you valuable insights into what you truly want in a future relationship. And even as an observer, you feel grateful for this newfound clarity. And And whenever thoughts of your ex-partner arise, they are quickly replaced by positive, empowering thoughts about the evolved version of you that you are becoming. So feel empowered and optimistic about your future, knowing that you are growing into a continual, improved version of yourself. A version where you learn from mistakes. Hindsight steers your future choices. And through that portal, envision a future, perhaps months from now, where you are in a positive, desirable relationship that meets your needs and makes you feel truly valued, connected, and happy. See yourself over the next few weeks without any fears about not being ready, because there's no time pressure, no urgency. I want you to get a sense that everything is happening at the time and pace that it needs to. So any fears about not being ready for a future relationship just melt away as you realize that there is no rush, and you have all the time you need to find the right person for you. And during this time, you see yourself treating yourself with kindness and compassion, with an understanding that healing, particularly emotional healing, takes time, and see yourself doing wonderfully. Observe as you interpret this breakup as a powerful opportunity for growth, learning, and personal evolution, shaping you into a stronger, wiser, and more mature individual. A deep sense of inner peace washes over you in the present as you let go of any residual feelings tied to your past relationship, any anger, resentment, any regrets, any guilt or shame. Just feel it all melting away and leaving your body in that outward breath. And what's replaced is a sense of calm inner peace. And then see yourself through that portal of perspective as a valuable and worthy person, deserving of love and respect and emotional availability in any future relationships. And as you observe that version of you with that stoic, stable ability to move forward at your own pace, notice how you feel confident about your future, knowing that each step you take is leading you closer eventually to the right relationship for you. You feel no need to settle. You are patient and more than ever before discerning, knowing that you do not need to compromise or settle for anything less than what you deserve. And in doing so, you can trust the process of life, understanding that quite often things happen for a reason, and at the right time, but also believing that inevitably, when one door closes, another will open. As you recognize your own resilience and strength, believing that you have the ability to overcome any challenge and emerge even stronger. So let go of any lingering attachments, freeing yourself to fully embrace the present and the future. And you feel a sense of hope and optimism about your future, knowing that wonderful things are on the horizon for you. But in the meantime, give yourself permission to focus on nurturing and taking care of yourself. You have other priorities, other responsibilities, and accept that self-love is the foundation for attracting the right relationship for you. And it may take a year from now or less, but sooner than you think, you'll reach a point where you can feel grateful for all the good things in that relationship, but also the lessons learned from any past relationship, understanding that they are guiding you towards a brighter and more fulfilling future. And I want you to get a sense through this portal of perspective. See yourself in a happy relationship exactly 1 year from now. You might get a sense of the shape of your new partner, but their face is obscured. But what you can see is your smile. A sense that you are happy and fulfilled in that future relationship. And believe that you are planting a seed to manifest the kind of relationship that has less bickering and conflict, doubt and insecurities, and more connection, shared experiences, wonderful memories, and a feeling that both of you are on the same path. Step back through the portal, back into your safe, calm, relaxing place, with a new sense of perspective that you can handle this time. Everything will be okay. And sooner than you think, everything will make sense. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes and feel like you're floating back to the present moment, listening to my voice in the here and now. As I now count from 1 to 10 to awaken you, you will awaken feeling a sense of peace, optimism, and perspective. Feeling that you can handle what the next few days, weeks, and months may bring. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.